Hey, everybody. Trump is giving a big speech tonight, and nobody really knows what he's going to say. Everybody thinks they know what he's going to say, but most people don't really know what Trump is going to say because even when he says something, he's negotiating. And, everybody thinks that the war is over. There's going to be a ceasefire. The Strait of Hormuz is going to open even more because I think there are ships flowing through it right now. But nobody really knows. And, there's a lot of constituencies in tonight's speech. There's Israel, there's Europe. And so the way Trump is positioning, like, hey, listen, we did the world a favor. We cleared out the nuclear warheads. We got rid of a lot of their leadership in Iran with Israel's help. And, they wanted to wipe Israel off the map and death to America and all those things. So the way he's looking at it is, we've done a huge favor to the world. And the world isn't very appreciative, right? So a lot of the Middle Eastern countries have been sucked into the war because, bombs have been going into their countries from Iran, because that's what Iran's plan seems to be. But Europe has basically purposely said, we're not going to help the US. And a lot of the European countries are on Trump's list now. So you might hear some interesting things about NATO tonight. You might hear some interesting things about where we're positioning. But remember, this is all a big negotiation, even though it's a speech. So how do you play it? Well, let's look at what's going on in the market. So this is today's action. It's right in the middle of its range today. Yesterday, it had a good volume day, which is something to pay attention. And the day before, it had an average volume day where it went down and it basically closed near the bottom of its range. So that's what we're looking at today, was this bottoming process. Now, there's a gap here that wants to get filled. You see this gap here around 578 on the QQQ? That wants to get filled. That's scary going into tomorrow. So don't you think that the smart money is already positioning for what Trump is going to say? Because maybe there's people that tell them what Trump is going to say. And so they're already pricing all of that in. And so that's essentially what they call price to perfection. So I'm looking at this as tomorrow it's a sell the news event, meaning after the speech, what else can he possibly say if everybody thinks that he's, doing a ceasefire and all the good things that the world is waiting for? I think if any one of those things doesn't happen, the market sells off. So to me, the risk is to the downside in this situation. So I'm not saying which way you need to position yourself. I'm saying that you need to be careful and don't get sucked into euphoria. This market has sold off a lot. Now, it was oversold and now it's bounced back up, about a third of the way. But that doesn't mean that's a sustained move. And especially if this volume is pretty low, and today it's pretty low. I mean, you're seeing only 14% above average daily volume. Well, let's look at the SPY, see if we get a different texture here. The SPY looks similar. There's a gap here from this morning. There's also a high volume move up yesterday, which is really nice. An average to slightly above average volume a couple days ago when it hit the bottom. Okay, let's call that the bottom. And then we have a market that's up 9% over average daily volume. That's not a lot of conviction going into tonight. So I want you to be really careful. What I think could happen, let me move this over here, is if you follow my cursor, you could get what's called a dreaded H. And so this market is moving down, and it's bouncing, and could we see this little upside down U right here that comes back down and tests it? Now, most moves want to get tested. So usually it's a rare situation when you go down and then you go straight back up. Chances are, and again, I play probabilities, don't try to predict the market, but I'm just showing you what the chart is telling me. It's that you're going to get this down and then you're going to come back around and test it. Now, if it tested on lighter volume, then I think we have a license to go higher. If it tested on heavy volume, then it's a true dreaded H and it could go lower. So, taking a look at that, that is something to watch going into tonight's talk. Same thing with the Dow, but this one's got a bit weaker bounce. Look at all this volume is pretty low down here over the last 3 or 4 days. So I want you to be careful. Now, one thing that's going on is there's a huge amount of juice If you follow me, you know that I do covered calls. And when you sell covered calls, when you have high implied volatility, when there's stocks moving around, there's news, there's panic, you get a lot of what I call juice, which is the income from the extrinsic value in an option premium. And I'm not going to make this about a covered call trade or anything like that. I'm just going to show you, if you want to go look at some stocks that have a lot of juice, you might want to start with this one. I'm not saying buy it, sell it, don't do anything with it. I'm saying it's got a lot of juice. So Bloom Energy, BE, has got about 100 and something percent implied volatility. So there's a lot of juice in that. So right now that is in a downtrend, but it's got a pretty high relative strength. So this is part of that energy play, and energy is one of the stronger sectors in this market, right? And even though it's gone down, it doesn't look anything like, say, Apple, which has really has gone down, but it hasn't gone down as much as you might think it would go down in this market. Looking at Nvidia, I actually think Nvidia might be a little bit more. I don't know. In a little bit, this doesn't look as good. It's below the 50. It's below the 200. There's a death cross. Yes, it's bounced, but look at the volume on the bounce. Not amazing, right? So there are opportunities out there for juice, but I wouldn't try to, or I'm not going to try to position too much for the upside, because I do covered calls and I can make money on the juice rather than trying to predict which way the market is going. I just would rather see you be more protective of the downside in this market until this thing is way behind us. And I don't think right now we're way behind anything. I still think there's a little bit left to go on this whole Middle Eastern thing. So those are some words. I'm going to try to get this put up as soon as I possibly can. Hope you have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, by the way, having an event in Arizona. I only have 4 tickets left, and I'm closing it up on Saturday. So if you want to come, the day after Good Friday, Saturday is the day that the last day you'll be able to get into this event. We're trying to keep it really small, and a bunch of people have bought this week, so we only have 4 tickets left. So if you want to get one of those, go to the link in the description, cashflowmachine.io/events, and get in on that. But anyway, be careful tonight going into that speech. See you in the next video. Bye.